interestingly, when we finished the IPO, I got a core of the senior leadership together, and I said, what could really upset our achieving the goals that we've articulated during the IPO? First one was oil going to $120, $130 a barrel. I said, well, okay, let's dust off the lessons learned from 2008. There wasn't anything. So we developed a plan back in November. What would we do if, and we call it the 120 plan, what would we do if oil goes to $120 a barrel? And some of it you're seeing that are marked. The new generation Malibu you see was pulled up. E-assist is being infused into the cars, and we've taken a few actions and we've changed in ways that I'd rather not get into, because we thought it through between the end of the IPO and the end of the year, and we didn't think it would happen as quickly as it did. So oil is a concern on the investor's mind. I think the supply chain as a result of the disaster in Japan's an issue, although I think we've navigated those waters very, very credibly.
And on that, with your background in the telecommunication electronic industry, and since a lot of the shortages revolve around those types of components, was having that background in that industry help you deal with the challenge of the shortages?
Yeah, a little story, at the risk of it showing up in the paper somewhere. When it first hit, I can tell you, we were all white-knuckled. I think the whole industry was. We had to kind of assess where we were. It's like taking a shot in a boxing match. You kind of got to collect yourself. And there were certain modules, control modules, that run the car. But we knew that I was on the board of Freescale Semiconductor. They're one of the biggest manufacturers of chips, American manufacturer of chips for the auto industry. And that's the long pole in the tent that would manifest itself in the May, June, and July timeframe. And we were quick to realize that. Now you can take these chips, they're called application-specific integrated chips, where you load software down onto them. They're logic chips. And the entire Freescale plant in Sendai was wiped out. It's gone. And so were many other chips. 25% of the chips for our industry, roughly, 1 in 4, are in northern Japan. That's for everybody. That's not for General Motors. That's for everybody. So it's a high-risk deal, with the exception maybe of the Koreans. So we had to jump on that right away. And I would say Japan Inc., the government, in cooperation with their industrial companies, has done really an unbelievable job. But we can't rely on one source. We can't kind of tie our future to one solution. So, you know, I pick up the phone, I call the CEO of Freescale, and I say, I know you make chips of this type. Would they seat properly in the car? There are a lot of issues, just the physicality of it, much less the electronics. And we came up with a solution. So we have a 2-track solution if this becomes a problem for us. So there are things that, again, people serving on outside boards, relationships, and solutions. So we've managed to stay ahead of the wave. We feel not comfortable, but a little more at ease. And I would say candidly that I don't think there's anything we see on the horizon that would materially affect the year. It may affect a month or two of production, although we're feeling better about that as we go on.